Okay, got a service call. Right roof exhauster not working over a bakery hood. Let's check it out. Okay, I did the left roof exhauster 4 years ago. You can see in my videos, four years ago videos on that one. Greenheck roof exhaust. Then this one is service call today. So let's see what's going on. This is kind of a cool idea I just thought of. Stuffing the mat in my backpack to carry it on the roof. Okay. This is not cool. Tag, oh, excuse me. Here's the tag. That's a good thing. All right. So, turning it off so I can go turn it on downstairs. The motor does spin. Everything, there's nothing hidden. That doesn't sound great. Bearings sound. Yeah, so I bet it just needs a motor. It's really old. I've never put a motor in it, and I've been here over probably 10 years at least, 10 or 15 years. So I never put a motor in this one. So looks like it's probably original, the way it's all wired in, all nice and neat. No tech's gonna do it. Well, maybe somebody. But usually you can tell, but probably original. So let's go turn it on downstairs, see if it works, see what it does. Well, I'm guessing it's gonna need a motor because I just saw the cover. I took off the cover and that's underneath the cover. So yeah, it looks like electrically something happened in that baby. You are not supposed to have, maybe, well, there's no burn mark on this thing though. Well, that's strange. Let me see what, oh, she smells, yeah, she smells burned. Yeah, motor time, definitely. Okay. Okay, let's see if it works. Nope. I bet it popped the breaker. Have to check for power. Okay. We have voltage, which is a miracle, but there's 123 volts AC going in, and we got nothing coming out. And if I flip the switch, we got 123 coming out. We got it going in, coming out. And by the signs of these sparks, yeah, on that lid and the smell of the motor, it's getting a motor. It's done. All right, let's get a motor for it. Only problem is these motors, I looked at Granger and this motor's obsolete. Oh, we gotta see what's up. Oh yeah, this motor stinks. I ain't gonna put this thing back into service anyhow, even if it did run. There's the windings are all black in there. You can actually see with the camera. Oh. See over there. Yeah. Yonder, can we see anything or any other places? Winding to toast. El Toasto. Toast-delicious. Okay. Looks like the green wire is a speed. Looks like it's 3-speed motor. This actually looks like my work, because I used to do stuff like, shoot, like 10 or 20 years ago with the little, those little gray wire nuts. So I'll be damned. Maybe I did put a motor in this thing. Because Greenheck, I don't think they use the Dayton motors. So maybe I did put a motor in this thing like so far back, like 20 years ago or something. I have to look back in my book. But it's been a long time. I do not remember. A long time. Yeah. Huh. Damn, I did good work back then. Okay, let's get off this roof. We're done. Let's find a motor. Granger doesn't have them anymore. So, any guys, what are you guys doing? So I did see one on Amazon. That's my only option at this point. Or maybe a rescue motor. See it. Anyways, let's get out of here. Okay, this is a informative video for Allen keys or socket set screw assortment, large socket set screw assortment. Anyways, actually these aren't Allen keys. These are oh shoot, I forget the name of them. Anyways, so examine your Allen keys. If you're having a problem, if they come loose, like I'm having a problem on this one. If you look at this is an old one, and you can see the place where it seats, where it sits against the shaft, is all messed up. Here is a new one. It's nice and circular and sharp and pointy, and yeah. So if you got a Allen key set screw, Allen set screw coming loose, replace the set screw. I think Phil Tafoya put it on my video about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, and he's right. Definitely something you should do, and probably use leak lock too. But yeah, I'm gonna replace the Allen key on this one. Really good thing.